The version 27.0 brings many new features. We will be covering all of those today. First and foremost, we bring in new permission, which is for attendance report. Until now, every user who has access to attendance was able to see all the other team members' attendance. So if I go to team and if I open any of the team member, if I go to permission, here is the new report filter, attendance report filter. So here you can set it to my to only allow the team members to see their own attendance, and for my team to allow the team members to view the attendance for their entire team. By default, the permission is set to all. So currently, all the team members would be able to see everyone else attendance. What has not changed is ability to mark the attendance. So that permission still remains. This is called as simple under HR section, the normal attendance permission, where if you set it to no, the team members will not be able to mark their attendance. Only other team members will have to then mark their attendance. So this is helpful if you want to follow a procedure where admin team member from the office always marks the attendance for other team members. You can set it to my team to allow the managers to mark the attendance for other team members. And my, if you want to allow the team member to mark their own attendance. And finally, all, which will basically allow everyone to mark the attendance. Like basically allow this user to mark the attendance for everyone. If you have purchased geolocation attendance, then we have this another attendance option, which is attendance location. So by default, it is set to no. That means users have an option to use geolocation attendance or continue using the simple attendance. If you set this to yes, then it is mandatory to use the geolocation attendance and they will not be able to use the normal location without capturing the attendance location. So these two attendance have remained same. Only the viewing permission has changed by adding this new report filter. Moving on to the new next feature, we have brought daily task planning module, which is basically the new idea, new way to manage your own work for the entire day. So this is heavily inspired from Microsoft To Do. On the top, click on the work, which was earlier named as a work suggestion. Now we have renamed it as work. Here you can simply select any client and it will show you all the tasks of the particular client. Select the team member from whom you are doing this planning. By default, you can select your own self, and here you will be seeing the button add to plan. So say suppose if I want to today do GST registration of this client, Patil Associates, then I can just click on add to plan. Maybe I'll do accounting work, so I will say add to plan. In the bottom, I can see these two getting added in my today's plan. Here, of course, I can go on selecting different clients, clicking on add to plan, which will in turn show these details. So this is my today's plan. Like this, I can have a look at other team members' plan as well. So currently, I am looking at Dhanashree and Ratna's plan. If you want to remove the task from today, you can just simply click on this cross button. And if you want to add work done for this particular task, you can click on work done tab. Enter the work done. In the work done, we have also added a new button which is says add to plan. Even access this screen faster. So say suppose you are on your task list, you need not come to work planning to add the particular task to the today's work. All that you need to do is click on work done and click on add to plan. And now if you go back to the planning and click reload, it will be added here. We can rearrange the particular task. So if I want to say that, okay, maybe GSTR1 for Lixor is more important, I can drag and drop this on the top. This automatically gets saved. So now this is a new sequence. So the team member knows, okay, first when he starts his day, he has to first complete GSTR1, then PAN card, then bank CD, and then start audit. This is the sequence to be followed. If you have not come to the work suggestion page recently, we have updated this as well. So say suppose if I quickly go to advanced tag and maybe I will add a note, click on save, and if I go back, so any task where I have added any note, any task where I have changed the status, added any labels. So basically a task where we have made some changes, this will automatically show up in your work done suggestion. So the idea behind showing this work done suggestion is that it will help you to quickly add the work done. Moving on to the next feature, email using SMTP. So by default, until now, if you have not configured any email option, then automatically the email gets sent using no reply dash office ID at the rate Jamku app. So instead of sending this using our domain jamku.app, now you have an option of configuring your own email. There are two benefits to this. First is that your clients know that you are already using some email ID. Maybe it will be ca dash dash at the rate gmail.com, something like that. So if you want to keep the same email ID so that the clients don't see it as an email which is sent from another thing, you can use your own SMTP configuration. Second benefit is that all these emails sent are also saved in your sent inbox. So if you open your Gmail and if you visit the sent items, the emails will be mentioned there. Go to office config, come to email, and then go to SMTP config tab. Here you can see SMTP host, port number, email ID, and the password. And now if you go to the client list, select the client and say send email, you have an option of sending it via Jamku or basically via the SMTP configuration that you have added. Now we have an option of mentioning secret notes. So if I go back to the task list, open any particular task, this is specifically helpful if you want to keep a track of your billing discussion with the client and you don't want to use billing public note or private note because maybe you don't have access to this feature, or if you want to mention any note which is between your managers or between the directors and partners. So all that you need to do is add the note and mark it as secret. Here you can see that I have secret note permission. I can see this confidential note, and this is shown by this a mask icon. The other team members will be seeing star 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 star, and they will not be able to see the actual note. Of course, they will be able to see that who has added this particular note, but the content of the note would be not be visible to them. How do you configure this permission? So we'll go to team list, open any team member, and go to permission. And under task section, we have an option of secret notes. So now the team member Sahil does not have access to secret notes. So if we log in into Sahil, he will be seeing star star added there. So we will recommend that for managers and above, you give them yes permission, and for junior team members, you mention the secret notes to no. Next is billing related documents upload. So if I go back to the task and if I come to the file upload, until now, all the files were visible as well as downloadable to all the team members. Now we have got the new feature of is money only. So this is specifically helpful if you want to upload the billing or engagement, pre-engagement documents, like for example, proposal that you have shared with the client or the negotiation or the pro forma invoice that you have shared with the client. All those documents, if you are uploading at the task level, then this is specifically helpful where you can select is only money and then upload the document here. This will ensure that only the team member who has money rights will be able to download or view this document. They will not be able to see even the document name or any other document.